Hello, my name is Ari Isaac. I'm a GIS analyst here at the Port of San Diego, and today I'd like to do a quick run through of our production PortGIS enterprise GIS system and how you can access it. This isn't the only way to access it. You can access it also in AutoCAD and through other modes, but this is the easiest, most accessible way to access a lot of the data, our enterprise data. So the way to get there is click on the PortGIS link from our internal page. And from there, it links you to this PortGIS Resource Center, which is the gateway to our PortGIS resources. From here, there's this drop down, and you can choose a whole series of things. These are our production tools. This last one is a link over to our development environment so that we can work on things and ask you to go check them out and tell us what you think. Maybe we can tweak it to make it more in tune with your workflow, that kind of thing. But these are our production web maps. We also have a quick start guide, visit the blog, or send us an email. So we have past, present, future, and editor. Basically, this is the way the port looked like in the past. It's where we retire old aerial photos, that kind of information. The present conditions web map, this is what the port looks like today. It's got record drawings, it's got utilities, that kind of information. And future conditions, this is a tool for developments and ways people are thinking of changing the way the port will look like in the future. And so this is a tool generally for our land use planning department, for our real estate department that work on evaluating these tools, in our engineering department, which works closely on what the port will look like in the future. And then our editor web map, which is a place where non-GISers can get in and change things, specific things. For instance, we're doing a tree inventory. You can get in there and change the tree inventory. And then that will show up in the present conditions web map. But that way our tree experts can manage that piece of data. So let's go to our past conditions web map. A lot of these web applications or web maps have the same basic layout. There's a table of contents on the left side, which will come up here in a second. Table of contents here, we can turn layers on and off. We have some tools to navigate and ask questions of the system, and some hyperlinks to get over to other things. Basically, let's zoom in on Tuna Harbor. So this is a 1994 aerial of Tuna Harbor. Let's say we want to compare that to our 2005 NAIP aerial or our 2009 aerial. You can see the unconditional surrender public art is there in 2009, not there in 2005, and not there in 1994. So that's basically how you use the tools. Let's move on to the present conditions web application. Let's get back to the PortGIS Resource Center. Present conditions, enter. So the layers in this web application are the new layers are we have the aerials, the Tidelands map book. These are on all of them. All four of the web applications, both of these pieces of information, but we also have utilities and engineering drawings in this. So let's zoom back into Tuna Harbor, take another look. So here's the same 2009 aerial with unconditional surrender. We can turn on the Tidelands map book, which shows easements and the numbers associated, building footprints, the parcel numbers. We also have utilities information that comes in, and you can see that it correlates to color. So let's say you're interested only in the sanitary sewer. You can come along and turn off these other pieces of information, and it will just leave the dark blue information, so that way you can gain access to our utilities information. This isn't absolutely for sure information, but it's a good way to get to it. We're continuously honing it, so it'll get better as time goes on. We also have our engineering drawings. So for instance, you can click this identify button, and you can click on one of these drawings. Let's say there's some work going on over here. You want to figure out what this 1205 is. Let's say they're going to build a new building right here. Oh, this is a G Street Mall Tuna Harbor berthing facility, which was made in 1983. It might be the design for this building. So there's all kinds of information associated, how much money this thing cost, who the designer was, when it was done, and you can click this DM hyperlink, which links into our document management system and gets to the actual drawing. The document management system can move slowly sometimes, so be patient with it if you're requesting a larger drawing, and from here you can get into all the nitty-gritty details of how these things were built, and you can know exactly how the port looks in real life, in our present conditions. So let's move on to our future conditions web map, which has two more layers to help us drive a common operating picture of our port. Those layers include, they're called the Tidelands, the Master General Specific Plans, and we also have something called Proposed Projects. These are basically master plans or specific plans or general plans from our adjacent agencies or us. We are the STUPD Port Master Plan 2009. We haven't upgraded this. There's a new amendment to it, and we need to change for that down in Chula Vista. But let's say we want to look over at this bit of Coronado here. If you zoom in and you turn on the Master General Specific Plan, it looks like there's some overlap here. Planning District 3 and Planning District 4, Planning District 6. You can expand this. Let's turn off Planning District 3. Let's turn off Planning District 4. So now we're just looking at Planning District 6. So here's the bridge toll, and you can see the aerial photo below slightly. So you can turn things on and off to identify what part of the Port Master Plan you're looking at. But this is the guiding document for development on port property. But other agencies also have guiding documents, such as the Coronado zoning document. And let's zoom out a little bit, let's turn off the Port Master Plan. So this is the Coronado zoning document, and they've classified this as, I'm not exactly sure what they classify it as, but open space it looks like. The golf course they've classified as open space, and then they have their own rules about it, which we should probably read up on, considering there's, make sure that us and them are on the same page in terms of a development that might occur on this piece of land, and that way we can drive a common operating picture for the port. We also have this layer called Proposed Projects, which are projects that people have proposed on port property. This is the convention center. You can see there are a lot of projects. This is the North Embarcadero Visionary Plan. This is Lane Field. So you can zoom in. So let's look at how the North Embarcadero Visionary Plan and Lane Field correlate. We can expand this. So let's turn off Lane Field, and there's the North Embarcadero Visionary Plan just below where Lane Field is, and that way we can make sure that these two plans are in sync. If they're not in sync, maybe we can try to get them in sync, or whatever we need to do to make these projects go forward. If they're viable, if they're not, then we should try to end them earlier. And that way we can be the most effective, most efficient port we can by comparing this type of document to the Port Master Plan. We can find out what is relevant to us. Let's turn on, I think I turned off 3. Let's turn back on 3. So there's Planning District 3, and there's the North Embarcadero Visionary Plan. And so that way we can compare them directly. I hope you found this video interesting. If you feel free to contact me, my name is R.A. Isaac. I'm a GIS analyst here at the port. My phone number is 619-400-4778. My email is aisaak@portofsandiego.org. We're real excited about the PortGIS program, and I hope you are too. Thank you.